Indiana State basketball is on the air. A very pleasant good evening, everybody, from Hofheinz Pavilion in Houston, Texas. This is Bob Forbes along with Joe McIsaac, where tonight it's the first round of an elimination for the NIT tournament from a jam-packed Hofheinz arena. Actually, the pavilion here is probably about 8,000 to 9,000, but I'll tell you one thing, it's a loud pavilion. The Southwest Conference runner-up, Houston Cougars, 26-7 on the season, facing the Indiana State Sycamores, 25-2. Houston, coached by Guy Lewis in his 21st year. They shoot 52% from the field, 68% from the line. They've averaged 95 points this year, and they are in second place in the country in offensive performance. Indiana State, 48% from the field, 75% from the line, and, of course, they're coached by Bob King. Well, Otis Birdsong's birthday today. All-American Otis Birdsong, and, of course, the Houston Cougars, led by this great All-American from Florida, averaging 30.4 points per game. And it's his birthday today. They've sung happy birthday to him. Also, Bill Hodges' birthday today, the assistant coach. He's 34. And I imagine that Larry Bird and company would like to see and make this Otis Birdsong swan song. But whether they can do it or not, it's another thing that we'll have to see. Back at Hofheinz Pavilion, Bob Forbes along with Joe McIsaac, and right now we're getting the introduction, or we'll have the introduction of tonight's starting lineups in just a moment. I think you can realize that Bill Hodges, Bob King, Stan Evans are all here, and Jimmy Smith is introduced as the first starter, and of course Jimmy, a 6'2" junior from Terre Haute, and Danny King, the other guard. Danny, a 6-foot senior from French Lick, has 115 assists. Jimmy leads the team with assists 199. At center will be DeCarsten Webster, 6'11" junior from Philadelphia, averaging 6.4. The forwards will be, of course, from Anderson, Indiana, Harry Morgan, 6'7" junior, averaging 17 points a game. And the other forward will be Larry Bird, 6'9" sophomore, French Lick, 32.4 average, 84% from the field. From the line, 54% from the field, 13.3 rebounds, leads the team there, and leads the team in steals with 77. A second in block shots with 27, second in assists with 120. Now a very noisy Hofheinz Pavilion will applaud as Cecil Rose, 6'5", junior, Nassau, Bahamas, 8.4 average, 52% from the field, 56% from the line. The other forward, number 44, Charles Thompson, 6'7", junior, 13.3 average, 54% from the field, 73% from the line, average 6.9 rebound. The center, Mike Schultz, 6'9", junior, New York, 51% from the field, 62% from the line, 10.3 average, a 9.3 rebound average. And the first guard, Mark Fromell, 6 junior, Dayton, Ohio, and the other guard, number 10, Otis Birdsong, the All-American 6'4" senior from Winter Haven, Florida, averaging 30.4 points per game, 58% from the field, 75% from the line, has 122 assists, and has 2,716 career points. Smith goes left side to Harry Morgan, lobs to Bird, and his shot is up. It is good, but it 0-0 had committed the foul already on Larry Bird, and that would be Cecil Rose. Houston, Smith top of the circle, right side pass to Danny King. King looks down, comes back, looks for Smith, throws to Morgan from 19. Air ball over the rim. May have been hyped up a little too much, taken down by Houston. Here they come. Thompson now goes left side, puts it up off the glass and in the first half. Morgan, jump shot from 17, not there. Bird has it. Bird puts it up and goaltending on him. Morgan is on Birdsong. Rose shot. Good. Beautiful left-handed shot by Cecil Rose from about 17 feet out. And Birdsong pressuring Danny King in backcourt. The score, 4-2 Houston. Smith penetrates the lane. Beats it off to Bird. He's there. He got it. What a move by Larry Bird. And an assist to Jimmy Smith. Then Bird has 4 points. In backcourt, King picks him up. Otis Birdsong. Baseline. Got it. About a 7-footer at the baseline. And Otis Birdsong 6-4. Smith penetrates, and a charge will be called on Jimmy Smith. to Trammell. Trammell to Birdsong. Birdsong jumps, shoots over Morgan, has it. Four as Brad Miley will come in. 2-on-1. Morgan goes up, and he's wrapped, and he's really hit and fouled by Mike Schultz. And as Harry eyes his second free throw, it is up and good. Look at Trammell, how quick he is. Knocked out of his hands by King, picked up by Bird. 3-on-1, Smith in the middle. Smith to Bird, he is there, and he's got it. Jimmy Smith to Larry Bird, and Larry's got 6. And it's now 8-7, Indiana State down by 1. Smith's baseline. Throws to Schultz. Schultz shoots it over Webster and got it. From about 11 feet. 10 or 11 foot shot from the lane and up court. And waiting for Mike Schultz. He has it from about 10 feet away. Schultz with his 4th point. To Miley. Brad drives. Cross court Webster. 7-footer. Not good. Bird up and in. Circle. Left side. King of the lane. Danny looks for help. Comes around. Bounces to Bird. Jump shot. Turning around. Not there. Miley up once. Not there. Webster up not. Got it, but he's fouled by Schultz. Miley in just a moment. Second free throw by DeCarst is through. 2 for Webster. Throws in the middle to Schultz. Spinning. Double team. Now lost the ball. Knocked out of his hands. Picked up by Webster. Good from the deep right side. Center court pass to King. Morgan open from 14. He got it. On the left side to Birdsong. Lobs down to Schultz. Off the hands and out of bounds. And the last man to touch it, it looked like it would have been George Walker, who's also to Birdsong. Morgan's on him. Shoots over Morgan and missed it. And rebound up and down and knocked, and Bird fouled. Great defense by Bird, but he got his hand in there and got the arm. His second foul attempt tonight. Foul shot attempt, and it's in. That's Walker's first point. That ties it at 13 with 13-19 left to play in the first half. Jump shot, Cioli is in the air. It is good. Hit the rim, went up and came back down in. Up by 2, 15-13. Bird cross courts to King. Into Webster. Fade away, 7-footer. He got it. Half. Birdsong gets around Morgan, shoots it and missed it. And rebounded by Smith, saved to Bird beautifully. Larry up to Morgan. 2-on-1, Morgan left to King. King goes up and is fouled by Cioli. 5 with 4 rebounds and a steal. 13 as Danny King converts the second free throw. King tried to get a charge on that. Now here's a hook by Walker, not there. Loose ball. Schultz has it, puts it up and in. Around his man, loses the ball, turned it over, and here comes Cioli on a quick break. Cioli stops, throws it on to Birdsong, who puts it in. Otis Birdsong followed the man breaking up court. Now there's another interception on the press. Throwing in the middle, Birdsong from 7, missed it, and Webster has it, and he's fouled by Mike Schultz, and that is 2 on Schultz. Pause for 60 seconds. This is the voice of the Sycamores. 6'7" junior from the Bahamas. There goes Birdsong over Miley. Got it. About 8 feet from the baseline on his right side to Danny King. Here's King. Guarded closely by Cioli. Bird under to Miley. He's there. A great block. And let's see, do they call goaltending? No. Fine for Kenny Williams. There's Schultz under, up to Thompson, who puts it in. Good teamwork by the Cougars, and now they lead by 6. That's the biggest lead they've had all night. We're still in the first half. King double teamed, stolen away on good double defense. Ken Williams down the floor, up the lane. Whistles a pass off, and a foul is called, and a charging foul on Ken Williams. King 3, and King going for his 4th point on the bonus attempt. Converts it. 4 out of 4 for Danny King from the line. 23-19, Indiana State down by 4 with 10:20. Looking for the 5 seconds. There's Birdsong from the lane. Throws the ball and hits Bird right in the face with it. Larry comes up with it. The deep right side. Guarding there is Miley. And Miley scores from the baseline about 11 feet away. Here's Williams in the corner. Birdsong shoots it and got it. Houston. Under the Bird and has it, and the shot's a little bit changed the trajectory of it. Picks it up. Here's Birdsong again. And he missed that one. And picking it up as Thompson has scored. Charles Thompson, and Morgan is coming back into the game. Pressure. There's the breakaway to Harry Morgan, and he goes up, and let's see. No foul or no goaltending. Bob King is really coming off the bench. Here's Birdsong up. He puts it in. Boy, I tell you. Clean block. 29-21, an 8-point Houston lead now. Here's Smith off to Bird. Larry spins, shoots over Birdsong. What a move by Larry. as he was almost falling down from about 8 feet away at the baseline. Now, this is Scioli going to the baseline, almost slipping, throwing to Williams, shoots from 17, not there, rebound Schultz, down low, and a foul is called on Harry Morgan. Players.
He'll be going in for Schultz.
Schultz converts his second one, and Schultz goes out. Coming in, number 50, Jeff Kelly, 6'7", freshman from Houston. Now 30-23, and right over Bird and out of bounds. Morgan tried to throw a cross-court pass to Larry Bird. King right on top of him in the corner now, lobs it out, hook shot. No, pass was blocked, picked up and put up and in by Kelly. Thunder throws to Morgan. He has it drop off his foot, but it went off the foot, I believe. And I think it went off the foot of a Houston player over there, but anyway, they're going to call it out to Houston. Here's Williams and the Birdsong from 14, short, put up. Kelly not good. Morgan comes down. 32-23.
Too many shots under the bucket.
There's Williams stealing the ball away. A breakaway to Scioli. Lays it up and in. How many turnovers now?
8-4.
7, Houston 5. Those are official. There's the ball stole away again. Here's Birdsong, and he slam dunks it. Smith up the middle. On to King. From 19, Danny hits it. Danny has his 6 point. 36-25, an 11-point lead. Thompson, shot off the glass good from about 8 feet away. Ball almost stolen away again. Here's King. In traffic, off to Smith, back to King again as they try to move it under the Bird. Slam dunks it. Over quickly from their defensive positions. Williams jump shot, left side, good. Out of 28, they're now 18 out of 30. There's the ball stolen by Williams, but he travels with it. Boy, his area and goes back to the bench. Long one, Danny. Not there. Bird has it, follows it in with a rebound. 14 for Bird. He and Birdsong both have 14 points. Point lead. Birdsong in the lane, knocked away by Jimmy Smith and picked up by Larry Bird. King from 20 feet, not good. Birdsong with the rebound. Up in the middle, 2-on-1. Into Scioli, off the glass from 5 feet, scores. Williams to Scioli for Scioli's 6 point. Man, they got up the floor well on that, and there's a foul on Williams. With his 16th point, if he converts this free throw. 16 for Larry. It's good, and it's 42-31 with 4:50 left to play in the first half. Morgan, baseline, drives, throws it to Bird. He's there, and he puts it in. Good feed by Harry Morgan to Larry Bird. 3, jump shot, Birdsong, 15-foot right through. That's 16 for Birdsong.
They're going to have to keep the ball away from Otis Birdsong. Once you've given him that kind of shot, you can put it in the bank.
Otis Birdsong has just hit 16. We have a whistle and a foul on Kelly. Jeff Kelly commits a foul. They've combined for 35 points, but they're on opposite teams. Now 20 for Larry. 44-35. Here's Williams, right side to Birdsong. Shoots over Miley. Got it. I can see what Johnny Wooden says when he says he may be the best shooter with a man on him. Goes to Bird from 26. Webster up, not good. Morgan puts it up, not good, and we have a whistle and a foul on Schultz, I believe.
More tonight in the first half.
Morgan's first shot is in the corner. Birdsong. He got it. That's 20 for Otis Birdsong. He has 20, and Larry Bird has 20. Morgan turn around from 15 feet, swish. Harry Morgan with his 6 point. Makes it a 48-38 Houston lead with back out to Scioli. Trammell from the free throw line hits it. Mark Trammell, his first field goal. Smith up courts it to Bird. Larry off the glass and in on a great move by Bird for his 22nd point. What a Schultz working on Webster. The hook short, not good. And the rebound to Schultz again. Puts it up and hits it. 9 for Mike Schultz, 52-40. Houston, 1:08 left to play in the half. Bird, Webster from the foul line, banks it off the glass for his 6 point. 52-42. Jimmy penetrates, whips it off to Webster, back to Smith again. To Bird, he's there, and he has it right in the middle. Larry Bird with his 24th point. Now Houston, trailing by 8, will have a chance for one more shot. It'll be Birdsong, jump shot, he missed it, and rebound to Bird, and with 6 seconds, up to Morgan, he might have a chance for a shot. He throws to King, and he got it. And the half is over.
That's a big
Sycamores
basket.
cut the lead to 6 points.
That's a big basket right there.
Houston leads that only by 3. So
Well, it's at field goal percentage right now, Bob.
61 against 49, which 49 still good.
Yep.
Indiana State shooting 48 from the field. The Sycamores take there's the ball stolen away as Indiana State got the rebound, but they turned it over. And here's Schultz, Birdsong from 18, and he has it for his 22nd point. Bounce to Bird, baseline. Puts it up from 7. What a move by Larry Bird. Almost again floating in the air for his 26th point. And Birdsong. Bird steals the ball away from Birdsong. Throws to Jimmy Smith. Smith penetrates down the middle, lays it up and in. Now there's Morgan. Birdsong throws the ball to Walker, and he puts it up and in. Rather Thompson. Thompson for his 8th point. 56-50. Smith to Bird. Slam dunk. Jimmy Smith another assist. Bird 2. And it's now 56-52 Houston lead. Now backcourt pass stolen by Harry Morgan. Good defense by Harry. Throws to Bird. Turnaround shot off the glass. Not there. Brought down by Thompson. Clears it up to Birdsong. Drives up and puts it in. Birdsong with 24 points. King to Morgan. Spinning. Shooting over Schultz. And he scores from about 9 feet away. A jump shot over Mike Schultz, and Morgan has 8. Birdsong comes out right side of the lane. Long one from Mel. Off the glass and in from 21. On to Morgan. Baseline 17. Up there. Bird. Up and in. 30 for Larry Bird. A great tip in by Larry Bird, making it 60-56. Both teams hitting now. Jump shot top of the circle. Missed it. Webster has it. Backs it over to Danny King. King across the timeline now. Pass to Bird, 27-footer, not there. Webster has it, puts it up, and he scores! 8 for DeCosta, 60-58. Indiana State down by 2 with 15-18, and listen to the crowd. Quick up to the left side. Here's Birdsong driving on Miley, throws back to Thompson up the lane. Jump shot from 10 is good. Now, double team knocked away from behind by Schultz. Schultz throws over to Trammell. Here's Trammell, the right side of the lane, in the corner to Trammell. Lobs to Schultz. Hook over. Webster good. Jump shot King. It is not good. Webster fights. Not good. Bird has it. Puts it in. 32 for Larry Bird. 64-60. What a game this has turned out to be. Evan Miley. 64-60 Houston. Looking for Birdsong. Lobs it back to Schultz. Schultz now drives on Miley. They double team, throw back to Thompson in the middle of Birdsong. Shot blocked by Bird, but a foul is called on Larry. Appearance at the line and his 25th point. And his 26th. 26 for Birdsong. And that's... Well, I don't know how we're going to do it now. I thought we would, but maybe we will. 12 of 20. Bird is 13 of 20. Now they try to get it in.
That's a turnover violation right there. They didn't get it in 5 seconds.
Okay, that's a turnover by Houston.
Defense on that inbound play.
Smith up the middle to Morgan, and he's fouled by Schultz. That's 3 on Schultz, and that's only the second team foul against Houston this half. In the air and good. 10 for Morgan. 66-62, a 4-point lead for Houston with 12 minutes and 2 seconds left in the game. Tom on him in backcourt, heads for the right corner, off his hands, and Smith picks it away from him. Center court, on to Danny from 21 feet, good. Danny King with his 10th point. Indiana State with 3 players in double figures, now trailed by only 2 with 10:50 left to play in the game. To the moving Birdsong in the lane, lobs a pass to Schultz, the hook is not there, tipped in by Kelly. Again, King from the same spot. Yes. The same spot for Danny King from the right side, about 22 feet away. Birdsong. Back out to Scioli, on to Williams from 19. Got it. Middle lobs to Webster from 7 feet short. Loose ball on the floor, picked up by Scioli. Here's Scioli across the timeline, working on King off the dribble. Birdsong in the corner, lobs to Schultz. Now, slam dunks it. Bounce to the right side to Danny. Jump shot from 15. Too far. Schultz has it. Foul on Harry Morgan. That's 4 on Morgan. King. Second free throw by Mike Schultz. His bonus shot is good. That's 15 for Schultz. Makes it 74 to 66, and now it's an 8-point lead. Big scorers, Birdsong and Bird. Here's King now, looking for help. Has the ball stolen away by Ken Williams. He's very quick. There's Birdsong over Smith, and a great block by Morgan. Have come to within 2. Smith bounces to King, looking for Bird. There he is from 7 foot. He got it. That's 34 for Larry Bird. In the middle is Schultz at the foul line. Shoots over Bird. Blocked by Bird. Picked down by Bird. Ball pass up to Morgan. He's underneath, and he's stolen away as a good block by Jeff Kelly. And King didn't like it. Lob to Schultz. Stops it. 17 on the dunk shot by Schultz. Leads and 5 ties. Inbounded to Danny King. To Jimmy Smith. 7:19 left to play in the game. To Bird. Lays it up and in. What a move on a shovel shot as Larry Bird got his 36th point. 76 to 70 in favor of underneath. Back out to Birdsong. Over Bird. Got it. Got a 7-foot shot from on the glass. 88 to 70.
Exactly 6 minutes to go in the ball game now.
You have a whistle and a foul on Harry Morgan. That's his 5th. Harry walks off the floor.
Houston is 5 out of 5 from the line in the second half, so they've heated up from that stripe.
Second free throw by Birdsong is in. That's 30 for Otis Birdsong. Webster from the foul line scores. DeCarsta hits a 15-footer. Lobbed in the middle. Schultz lays it up and missed it. And a charge on Schultz, I believe. Off to Danny King. King lobs to Bird. Baseline. Larry is fouled from behind, and that's 5 on Kelly.
Rebounds are still 2 on top of us.
Second one good. 38 for Larry. 80 to 74, full court pressure, and they throw the ball away. Miley to Smith to King. King from 23. Not good. Miley up, not good. Brought down by Schultz. Miley had the rebound and controlled the tap, but batted it off the glass too hard. Within 2 in this half. Laying it up. Missed shot. And loose ball. Knocked out of the hands of Walker. Bird on the floor. Fights for it in a jump ball. What hustle. Here's the tip, controlled by Bird to Danny King, and he finally battles it away from Scioli. Smith to Bird. He's there, but let's see. We have a whistle and a foul on number 10, I believe. That'd be Otis Birdsong. First one is up. It is not good. That hurt. Of course, he had hit 6 straight. That's the first one he'd missed after 6 straight. To the center line. Here goes Scioli. Jump shot off the glass. Dipped up, not good! Oh, Birdsong had a good tip after the shot was missed by Scioli, but it hit the flange and came out. Back to Smith again. Jimmy from the top of the circle. He got it! 4 for Smith. It's 80 to 76. Indiana State down by 4 with 3:28 left to play in the game. Under to the goal. And Bird, a great block! Oh, and Guy Lewis is going insane! To Smith. King from 23 in the air. It is not good. Rebound to Schultz. Danny King is on him. Scioli now heads up the middle. Takes the shot. Got it. Scioli a level. 2:22. Miley to Bird. Puts it on the glass and in. 40 points for Larry Bird. And what a show he's putting on here for these 8,000 people at Hofheinz Pavilion. Over half of Indiana. There's the ball. Bird dives and a foul is called. What a hustle by Larry Bird. He missed it. Who's going to get the rebound? Jimmy Smith comes up with it. 2 minutes left to play in the game, 82 to 78. Here's Bird baseline going up, puts it up in. Birdsong works on Miley. Jump shot from 12. It is not good. Rebound, Thompson, not good. Rebound on the floor. Fighting for it, Bird, or Danny King, and Scioli will jump. I tell you what hustle by Indiana State. 5'11", King 6 foot. Danny King taps it off to Rutledge, who's in the game. Out to King. Bird shot up, good! It's tied at 82. Larry Bird with his 44th point. And what a show he has put on here at Popeye's Pavilion. To Walker. We could have an overtime. Rutley's foul. Dan Rutley's foul Schultz. The 1-and-1 for Mike Schultz. The shot by Schultz is up and good. Schultz eyes the basket. Going for his 19th point. His shot is in the air, and it is not good, and Bird's got it. They could win it. In Houston with 26 seconds left to play in the game. Houston 83, Indiana State 82. The Sycamores have the basketball. 17. King heads for the lane. Goes through to Johnson, who's in the game. Off to King. Smith. Johnson back to Smith with 6. Here's Jimmy driving. Up the lane. Throws it to Bird. He turns it around, puts it up. It is not good, and the game is over.
What a basketball game. What a basketball game.
Fantastic game. Unbelievable game. It's a shame they lost it. But from a standpoint, a tough ball game to lose.
Coach,
83-82. Final score. They got what they wanted. They got Bird. He got a good shot. And it just was that he couldn't get it down in. He got 44 points tonight. And Larry comes through so often. And then 2 men were on him. Went up for a little shot off the glass about 4 or 5 feet away at the baseline. But he had pressure. And he was turning and going up in the air at the same time. Was very close to going in. Thought it would go in. It didn't happen.